September 13th. Yesterday we went 1-1. We had the New York Yankees at plus 135 for 2 units. That paid us basically 2.7 units. Unfortunately, we had 2 units on the San Diego Padres, which was for 2 units. So the 2.7 we won, subtract the 2 that we lost, we ended up netting zero point 0.7 units on the day. For what it's worth. We have a live podcast tonight from on basically reviewing the upcoming games for NFL, baseball, things like that. We got some modeling tips. We're going to do some modeling to show some of our users how to better model. And really, there's some live Q&A, and really, we're intending to help people become better bettors. So that's always fun. I really enjoy that. Enjoying talking to the people and getting their perspectives. Today, we've got 2 picks for you. The first pick is the Philly game. This game is going to be a pitching duel. You cannot see Strider on here, but I looked it up, so I got the information in front of me. The Poisson model says advantage Atlanta. Obviously, a team with a 95-50 record. It's hard to bet against them, but I'll break it down. Both teams are in the last 10 games are 5-5. That makes it a wash, but in that range of 5-5. Teams are hitting 69% in the last 7 days at 27-12. Plus 12 units, not really helpful data when they have the same record. As far as a pitcher, Strider has a whip of 1.09. Sanchez has 1.04. That's a wash. Both those pitchers fall into that 60% range the last week at 28-19 and plus 0.9 units. The only thing that's different is the ERA for Strider is at 3.83, which has a 48% win percentage at 21 and 23 and -5 units over the last week, whereas Sanchez is at 3.26. He's a better category or range. That win probability is at 59% at 20 and 14 and plus 5.8 units. The split has actually dropped down here to 17%, which is pretty amazing. It was actually at 20% when I looked it up earlier, which had a 47% win percentage of 15 and 17 and plus 7 units. So don't think when you see a low split under 20, 30, 40%, really 20 to 30%, whatever it is, you get those low end percentages on the splits, the percentage of bets. Those things are not bad. Look at those 15 and 17, but plus 7 units. That means these guys are getting plus money, like plus 140, and you're getting paid. This game is more interesting because if you look at this, Atlanta has 83% of the bets, and that number has been increasing, but they opened at 185 and have dropped down to 166. So you have reverse line movement here. I know people don't always believe in reverse line movement, but what I see is when I see the Poisson model, the predictive confidence at 57% on a team playing at home, and the split is set up like this, and I've done this a lot in the last couple of weeks, and I've been very successful on these games where the predictive confidence is higher, the reverse line movement favors the team. So I love the bet. I'm not saying bet a lot of units on it. I'll probably bet 1.5 is kind of my thinking. Home dogs, they are a home dog, are hitting 39% for the last week at 11 and 17 and -3.6 units. Then you look at the records, 48 and 25 on Atlanta versus 43 and 30. It's not dramatically different, maybe a slight edge to Atlanta, but a plus 140, a pitching duel, Sanchez at home. Predictive confidence is higher. The split looks good. The reverse line movement is definitely a bonus. I'm putting 1.5, maybe 2. I'll just say 1.5 units on this game, okay? The next game I have for you is actually a forward line movement game for what it's worth, which is going to be Cleveland. Where's Cleveland at? Sorry, got to find Cleveland. Here we go. Cleveland, they're basically plus 120. The predictive confidence is 49 over 18 with a 31% difference. We are fading the public here, which makes me very happy. Fading the public at a 39% or 36% now. Still falls in the same range of 40% at 14 and 21 and -3.6 units. That's not a great selling pitch, but I still like fading the public. Let's break down the last 10 games. Cleveland is 3 and 7. San Francisco is 4 and 6. I do this in increments of 2, so 0 to 2, 3 to 4, 5 to 6. Both these teams fall in the same category at 47% win probability, so that's a wash. Then you look at the starting pitchers. Allen has a whip of 1. He only has 1 start, so this is a little bit risky. He is obviously coming out of the gates for his second start of the year. But his last game, he had a whip of 1. His ERA after that game was 1.5. So his whip has got a 60% win probability for what it's worth with that small sample size of data. And his 1.5 ERA is about 59%. Whereas Harrison down here has a 1.28 whip, which still also falls in the 60% category, but his 4.87 ERA drops from 59% with Allen down to 43%. So we've got a pitching advantage on the road. We talked about the splits. Road dogs over the last week are hitting 42%, not crushing it, but again, we're talking plus money. You don't have to hit, 65%. You can hit 45%, hit plus money, and make money. The road schedule is a little bit concerning. 42 and 32 at home for San Francisco. They are a good home team. Whereas Cleveland is not extraordinarily good on the road. They've been a little bit cold in the last 10, but I like Allen. I like the plus money. I like fitting the public, and the predictive confidence screams Cleveland. So I'm putting 1.5 units on that. That's my 2 picks. Hope to see people tonight on the podcast. And that's pretty much it. Have a good day, folks. Talk to you soon. Bye.